Okay. Now we should be. Everything should be good now. I think. I gotta. I gotta check. Are we good? Now we should be. Okay. We're. Sorry, guys. It has been a little bit since I've been on the PC. Making sure the audio is all here. Sorry, guys. It has been a little bit since I've been on. Okay. 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 I think we're good. I think we're live. I think we're here. How's everyone doing? Hey, Sharktopus. How's it going? Long time no see, buddy. How's it going? Hopefully everything sounds okay. So, oh man. Is that the actual quality of the stream? Does it look like that? On my iPad, it looks super fuzzy. It looks fine on my PC, but it looks awful on my looks awful. Let's see. How does this look? It looks rough. It looks rough. Yeah, it just looks rough. Okay. So that might be. So basically, I'm using my. Oh, no, it's recovered. It's been so long, I don't even know if I had this little crown. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the crown, those, they hold up for the whole. Those hold up not only just for live streams, those are also like. I think that's just support for like videos as well. Because sometimes I'll see it on comments on YouTube on the actual videos. Unless I'm just going psycho. Maybe I am. I don't know. Okay. I can, I guess I'll leave it up on the iPad just to give myself a little extra boost. But also to make sure that the stream's going okay. So basically right now I'm using my hotspot from my mobile plan. That's why I can only do these in bursts and limited because the connection's not going to be swell. It's not like having Wi-Fi. I still don't have Wi-Fi, but I've got my hotspot data working. So we're going to try it. We're going to try it with this. I felt like this was a good little test. Hopefully it's still working. Audio sounding good. Hopefully. My hotspot data working. I'm a little quiet. Let me pull in the mic a little bit closer. So hopefully everyone's doing okay. 3 minutes of nothing. But today we're going to be talking about Megaguirus, the evolution set. We got the full reveals, we got the full details, and I waited just long enough. We've got the US release details as well. And we have our first in-hand photos of Godzilla 2000. These are not my in-hand photos. These come from a few different places. There's definitely more. I didn't grab all the photos. I grabbed a few. So I have 3 other internet content creators or bloggers. I've got their photos that we're going to share. And obviously, once again, it's their photos. But we'll do 2000 after Megaguirus. I want to talk about Megaguirus more, if I'm being honest. That's the new thing. I will be getting Godzilla 2000, like I said in my post, about 2 weeks from now. I have to pay for it next week, next Friday, literally in a week. I'll be able to pay for it, and then hopefully be able just to pay for shipping and my 2000 at the same time. And then supposedly DHL isn't slow. It's still about the same speed. So once that actually gets shipped, it should be here pretty quick. So I wanted to start off first with the newest information we got this morning, which we got the confirmation on the MSRP price for Megaguirus for the US. This is not like extra that BBTS is charging this. It's $219.99. That is the confirmed US release price, which if you guys happen to watch my predictions video for Megaguirus, I'm checking eMedia Night to see if she's on there. She is not on eNight Media yet. They normally have quite a huge discount on MonsterArts. So I'd expect she's probably going to be like 190 there. This should have the tariff price built into it and the duties. We shouldn't have to pay too much. It shouldn't be too much if we do. It's kind of what happened with Burning Godzilla. I barely paid anything. And that had the exclusion. This has nowhere saying it excludes the tariff price. So it might only be 220 to try to help mitigate tariffs on people. So that way BBTS or US retailers don't even have to charge any at all. Also, it means that because this doesn't say tariff pricing, it means even if tariffs do go away, if something changes, the price probably isn't going to go down though. So keep that in mind. They did it, but I mean, Haya's doing the same thing, so it is what it is. It's just Haya's isn't as much of a markup. At first, I didn't know what to do with all my money. I tried burying it, shredding it, burning it, but in the end of the day, spend it on Megaguirus. I would say if you're going to spend $220 on a brand new MonsterArts, Megaguirus is probably the right choice. Sharktopus, I'm going to be honest. Some people might not like me saying that, but it's true. Okay, let's get off of BBTS. We already know. I've got this little folder here. This has got all of it. So, hopefully. Come on. There we go. So this is the banner. This is the P. Bandai Tamashii Web banner for the Megaguirus. Looks good. We're not going to waste our time with the photo we've already seen. We're going to go into the new photos. I'm going to zoom in. I should have went to the articulation series and got his high-res versions. That way it wouldn't muddy out so much on the zoom in. But hey, you know what? We're here. So this is the flying form. So we still don't fully know how this tail stand works. It's estimated that this base is going to be basically the 70th anniversary bases, but just a clear version. It does have less holes, I think. No, actually it has the same amount of holes. So yeah, it's probably the same exact stand. I agree with you. It helps. She's my 5th favorite kaiju. Hell yeah, man. Dude, Megaguirus is so worth it. I said she was probably going to be $220 in my video. Definitely on the higher end. But I think it's worth it for a movie that doesn't get a lot of love. Especially because we got Godzilla and Megaguirus coincidentally, and it is a coincidence, on the 25th anniversary versus Megaguirus. So, although she won't be out by her 25th anniversary, Godzilla coming out and Megaguirus being announced is, well, of course, is a good. Yeah, so very nice, very, very nice. Very good photo. I like it. It's just standard Megaguirus. Now this photo starts to kind of show us what's going on. It shows the tail has joints in it. It's not going to be just a brick. It's going to be able to move. The head can move. It shows us the wings can kind of tilt and move around. Oh, I just got a text here. Interesting. I might not have much hotspot left, so if the stream gets cut short and I'm not able to do everything that I wanted, then I will record a video and upload it. But I thought I would at least try. It looks like I'm not going to have a lot of data left, so we're going to try to mosey on through this a little bit quickie. But one of the most important photos, I think, here, articulation series, I watched his live stream breaking it down. The importance of this photo is actually showing us all the joints in movement. We can see that these are all ball joints and swivels for the legs, so these are going to be able to move all around. I've never owned Imago, Mothra, or Batra, so I have no... I don't know what their articulation's like, so seeing this on Megaguirus makes me excited. Also, the pincers do articulate quite a bit, and even the wrists, so... MonsterArts did not go light on the articulation here with Megaguirus. She's looking awesome. Her teeth are a little bit soft. They do that. It's easier to make a mold and, get it out of the mold. So they're not going to be quite as sharp as before. Tail here looks epic. Supposedly these have joints. You can kind of see it looks like they have joints. So these horn pieces might actually be able to adjust. pretty fascinating and interesting. The legs can curl up, they can move around, the arms, the paint. This is probably more reflection, but we've got kind of like the yellowy orange all about. It looks like there's going to be some parts she's going to be more glossy and some parts are going to be more matte. That does match the movie a little bit, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to be honest. Here's the final shot showing her with Godzilla, showing that arm can move a lot. She looks a little goofy in the head. I've seen some people point out she looks goofy. SH MonsterArts cooking it with this figure. Yeah, they are. They cooked. I mean, they got Wakasa on it. Pretty special. And I'm very happy with that. She's looking good, dude. I'm very, very happy. Godzilla's got her by the arm. Dude, it looks good. It looks good. So we're going to be... Let's talk about the thing people aren't happy about that are... A lot of people are pretending like it's world ending. The Meganula and the Meganulons that are included aren't painted. Now, if you guys watched my predictions video, I basically said this without confirming it, that this was going to happen. Once again, not surprised that these aren't painted. These are going to be tiny as hell. Like, and I mean tiny as hell. These are supposedly in length no more than 2 centimeters. The Meganulon is, I guess, 1.2 centimeters, and the Meganula is only like 1.7 centimeters. These are going to be tiny. Everyone would be complaining about the paint issues on these figures. So personally, it doesn't bother me that they're not painted. They're just too tiny. They're too damn tiny. The nice thing is we actually end up getting 2 Meganulon and 5 Meganulons, or otherwise. Goddamn. Yeah, these aren't going to be painted. It's, once again, I personally don't find it to be a big deal, nor a deal breaker. I just would rather them focus on the paint and the QCs of Megaguirus herself rather than these. Like, these are literally extras. Now, a few people did point out we didn't get any of the molting eggs between the two. Having like 2 eggs for these two or 5 eggs for these definitely would have been pretty cool. We also don't get the Megaguirus pre, Godzilla energy, where she's basically just a big Meganulon under the ocean. We don't have that either. Those things are kind of disappointing, but like I don't know. I'm taking Bandai to court for not painting these. These are going to be so tiny. This is the smallest clip I'm pretty sure they've ever included with an accessory. Like, if you guys have the Heat Ray -1, the Tamashii Nations event exclusive version, these are going to be as small, if not smaller, than the Shinden. Okay? These are going to be absolutely tiny. These are in scale. And I'm more of an in-scale collector, so I would rather these be in scale and not painted than, like the Bandai blister pack. These guys expect way too much out of tiny ass pieces of black. The fact that these people are bitching about something that is so sad. And hey, if you want, yeah. Well, you see, the debate is with how expensive Megaguirus is, these should be painted, even if sloppily. And it's just like, I can understand that argument. But at the same time, like, it doesn't bother me. This is not why I'm buying Megaguirus. I'm not buying this evolution set for these. These are awesome, but they're just not what I need. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was getting a text on my hotspot, so the stream might lose a little bit of quality. I lost my Ultra 5G wireless, but now it's just it's a slower internet speed, but it's still better. Yeah, it actually does look fine. Okay, yeah. So I'm just not bothered by these not being painted. I know that's just a me thing, but yeah. So these are all photos. These are from Tamashi's. Here's so these are available on the P Bandai site for Japan. I believe you need a VPN to be able to see these. You can still go on the site, but you can't actually see the photos. The photos are locked. There's even more promo photos and actual like almost instructions showing how much this moves. These are from the articulation series. I would assume this is just like an iPhone translate, but these photos do come from him. Okay, the articulation series. These are from him. So it's basically just talking about Shiniki Wakasa. Excuse me, I may have said Shinji a few minutes ago. I apologize. Oh God. I'm just gonna say Wakasa. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm struggling with his name tonight. But he's basically talking about he worked on the movie, and now here he is. He's working on this. They used photos from the time of the suit, so it is mostly suit inspired. There is the articulation series did break down one of the larger blurbs that I don't have a photo of, talking about how they used reference material to faithfully recreate it as best as they could. That's basically every MonsterArts. It's a faithful recreation. They're not aiming for 100% accuracy. They never have. So it's not 100% accurate. It won't. Obviously, we can kind of see some things like this where the neck goes into the back. Doesn't look quite spot on. The way that these flare and these curve. Technically the eyes, and then the teeth not being sharp. Exactly, they're accessories. You're buying this for Megaguirus. Yeah. Exactly, Eric. But hey, you know, it's okay to be mad about these not being painted either. Once again, I completely do understand the argument. It's just for me personally, I just don't find it to be that big of a deal. But I know some people are, and you know, there are valid debate points and reasonings for being upset. This is an expensive figure. It's $200, which was on the high end of what I was assuming. It's still expensive, so I do understand. And this just explains the forms. 23 millimeters, like I said, I think it's like 1.7 or 1.8 or 1.9 centimeters long. Very, very tiny. Meganula itself, this is only like 1.2 centimeters. Very, very tiny. Okay. Do I still have BBTS pulled up? I do want to bring this up. Articulation series broke the news, but we do have confirmation on how large she is specifically. So from head to the tip of the tail, she's 8.3 inches long. Okay. So we're talking, she's longer than Shin Godzilla's tall. And from wingspan, wing to wing, she's actually 13 inches wing to wing. So she's going to be huge. I'm hoping this stand does have a little bit more height. I got a feeling for some people, including myself with my current display at least, she's going to be a hard one to fit in. If that stand doesn't raise her up a little bit above the shoulders of the Godzillas, which I don't know for sure. Let's go back to this photo real quick. I don't think it's going to be that tall. So we'll see. We'll see when, once we get closer. Hey, unlike some other schmas, the inaccuracies doesn't ruin the design for me. I would say, yeah, I think the inaccuracies with this, the fact that they're Wakasa approved really, to me at least, Omar, hey, what's up, buddy? Good to have you on. Thanks for joining. And thanks all you guys for joining the stream right now. I really appreciate it. I didn't know, like a 3-hour heads up if it was going to be enough. So thank you guys for coming out and hanging out. I'm glad that I can, even with my low speed data plan, can actually still stream. So this also means that theoretically I should be able to, and I already know because all of these photos were on my phone and not my PC, that I can connect my iCloud to the PC, which then theoretically means that I should be able to move videos to the PC, and I can edit on the PC now. So, edited videos again? I think we've got edited videos coming back, guys. Pretty excited. So for the in-hand photos for the Godzilla 2000, I would never miss it. Oh, Sharktopus. I really do appreciate that, buddy. Thank you. So moving on to the... Oops, I forgot to name this one. moving on to the Godzilla 2000 photos, once again, just stating for everyone, stating the obvious. These are not my in-hand photos. These are coming from other online content creators and bloggers. The first one we're going to do is the first one that posted, Isaac Wong. I believe he's a Chinese collector. He normally gets these 2 days early, 2 or 3 days early, for the collectibles that he does get. He gets most of the MonsterArts. He did not get Legion. So these are his photos, and we're going to start with his first because these was the first ones I saw. So we see the Godzilla comes in nice, packaged. It actually kind of looks like the box might end up being the anniversary version sizes rather than, yeah, he's even got his watermark down here. He does have a YouTube. Could anyone agree that the SOS movie was the best? I really like SOS, but SOS isn't personally my favorite. Man, I would have to watch all the movies again. I think the last time I saw SOS, I like SOS. Ooh, I don't know. Even between 02 and 03, it's very difficult. So here you can see the articulation, and there is something we're going to talk about here. There's another photo of it, I think, showing off this head articulation. And I actually have photos of how this new joint works, because this is a new... this is a brand new head and neck engineering, and there's going to be definitely a bunch of people that are going to take photos and screenshots out of perspective, and they're going to try to, you know, do what they do with MonsterArts. There was already a photo of Godzilla 2000 going around that someone used macro and flash and a bunch of things and made the head look super ugly, and the head's just fine. You can see here this eye looks good. The teeth on this figure, from all the ones I've seen, actually are really strong as well. The dorsal plate coloring, I feel like the dorsal plates are almost a little too 99 and not 2000. What's your favorite then? Oh, okay, yes. So here it is, just kind of in a basic pose. Dude, I love the look. Yes, once again, 2000, also not 100% suit accurate. It is supposed to be, you know, faithfully. It looked really funny. It's just the pose. And then, you know, he does look goofy. These are kind of just quick shots. These aren't like permanent photos. This figure is going to be a figure that I think if you don't know how to pose it, or if you're not really, you know, posing it well, it's going to look weird. It's going to look weird, and that is going to turn people off from it. But definitely in this neck, the way that you need to move this secondary sleeve right here in this sleeve up with the neck so it doesn't get gappy and weird looking, it's going to turn people off. It's kind of like Revoltex, the Amazing Yamaguchi Revoltex, where you have to know how to pose those figures for those not to look weird. So it's just kind of how it is, and that's, you know, it'll be good for collectors that are beginning their posing, their action figure journeys. It'll be a good figure to show that. Oh no! Is it lagging? I don't think it's lagging. Sounds good on the iPad. I'm not like moving too much around here. I'm kind of just showing it. So hopefully I'm not lagging. I don't see any dropped frames. Am I dropped frames? Not in a little bit. Sharktopus, maybe refresh. See if that fixes it. If we're lagging, try refreshing it. It sounds and looks good on my iPad, but also like I'm getting my hotspot from my iPad, so if it's gonna show up, anyways, it's still very good art in my opinion. Oh yeah, this 2000's looking good. I like myself. Oh, okay, it probably is a little bit of both, where my internet or my stream isn't capturing too well Sharktopus, so I want to say it's specific, just yours. So, but yeah, 2000 looks good here. Very, very nice. Here's another photo with the mouth open. Looks nice. Teeth are really painted. Eyes look good. Yes, I'll show a photo showing that the sculpt isn't completely even, just like the suit in real life. It's not going to be completely symmetrical. Oh, we did drop some quality there. Yeah, look at this thing. And like I said, we're going to have to, you'll have to learn to just make sure that this sleeve here follows the neck when you're posing it around so it doesn't end up gappy. So those are all from Isaac Wong. Once again, his photos, not mine. These second persons, and I went these in order. So these are literally Isaac's was the first one I saw, and then Andy 0v0. That is an X user. He is on X. I can't bring up my X on live stream. It's just not how it's working. He decided to go through and really pose the hell out of this Godzilla 2000, showing how much the neck can bend. Looking at the hands, looking how much they can twist, because these are new shoulders. These are new shoulder joints. Or Final Wars has my attention though. Oh yeah, it's a good figure too. It's a good figure. We do see that these do have the inner sleeves, kind of like 91 has them. Who else? 91. I mean, there's more. I just don't have them. Evolved has them as well, where they have the inner skin. So you pull those out to, take away the gap in the figure. I really like how far this head can look down without using both joints. Personally, really a big fan. Here, showing off the tail and how far it can look up. They're getting so close to catching up with the Haya 91. This tail is definitely an improvement. Still in that evolved 91 range. Oh. Lost it for a second. That was very odd. Yes. Slave. Oh yeah, this figure's gorgeous. I like the head sculpt very much. It's definitely like, I think in some angles it looks really suit accurate, but then there's others where you can see that it's not the most accurate. Personally, doesn't bother me too much. Here's one. I didn't even look at all these what King of Action figures do you have? I have a lot of them. Well, I don't have a lot of them. I have some of them. I have a good fourth of them. I just started collecting. Nice. I have a ton of MonsterArts. I would recommend, if you want to see what I have, going to my channel and going to the playlist section. I have a playlist of all my MonsterArts. A lot of them I don't have anymore, so most of the ones with the modern looking thumbnails, those are the ones that I still currently own. And then of course I own my shins. I never sold all of my shins. This photo shows how much it can look down with the waist, chest, and neck and shoulders all added in. Also shows that tail can lay nice and flat. Very nice looking. Can actually look in between his legs. Very, very nice. Yep. Here you can get him posed up like he's a he, like I said, this Andy 0v0, and he did a lot more too. These are only some of the, I think this is only like half of them, because these ones I got from Facebook as a repost. Then I went to his ex, followed him. My personal favorite, man, I don't know what my personal favorite is. Probably the Awakening Shin Godzilla. Probably my personal favorite. So I think that's my favorite MonsterArts. But he was doing, the ones that I grabbed are more extreme poses. Him just kind of being goofy. Here's one with some kind of like Legion. Oh, these are the Legion bugs on him. That's funny. I love the fun, goofy poses. Oh yeah, KD. Yeah, they're nice. Just kind of showing off. Once again, we saw both sides of this guy's teeth looking really good. And the eyes will actually, I can just show the face here, because I know people are going to want to talk about it. I think the teeth are actually almost spot on accurate, and they don't really look that bad. Like, there's a little bit of bleeding, but not much. Tongue looks really good. And yes, the eyes aren't sitting perfectly correct, but they don't have the Final Wars Godzilla eyebrows. This is an asymmetrical creature. It's not going to be completely even. And so far, for the three that I've, or 4, 5, 6, 7 I've seen, all the eyes have been like forward and looking forward. So anyone saying that that one photo is the description of all of them, I don't think is accurate so far. Of course, we still need to see many more to be able to make that choice. And, you know, to be able to say that for sure. But, you know, for now, for what we've seen product wise, and with no YouTube videos available right now, it looks like the Tamashi maybe finally got the eyes fixed, hopefully. I can never tell if it's just the Steam or my internet. Someone in chat, tell me. I've been lagging a little bit, Sharktopus. I've been seeing my camera getting really fuzzy, or the screen getting fuzzy. It's why I'm not running webcam right now. I didn't want another extra thing slowing down stream, so that's why we're no webcam. Oh, and it just did it again where it buffered. I'm definitely a little bit Sharktopus. I've been seeing my. There we go. Yeah, there was a lag. I caught my screen in a full butcher. It butchered the stream a little bit. There you go. Yeah, if it starts lagging out too bad, for anyone in chat, try a refresh first. Here we've got a swimming pose, just showing him off. He's looking good. I'm down, really. I'm liking it. Here's a photo with the old Movie Monster series, Megaguirus, the blister pack version. He can do the belly flop pose, so I think we're sitting at a really good spot with this figure, personally. I really do. Like I said, I did get a few photos. These are from TKMU. I don't know if that is a Facebook page, a group, a person on X. I don't know. I didn't have a link to find, but it does show off how the head is connected and how everything works. So this is where the base head clicks on. There's a ball joint. It has a swivel, another ball joint, and then another barbell. So it's got a barbell here, a ball joint, and a hinge, and then it looks like that's a spot for the sleeve to set, but you can move it so it makes round with the head. You know, so it moves with the head. So this is just kind of showing what's going on. You can see that the arms can actually T-pose as well. Buffering is interference from Megaguirus. Yes. I'm still curious to see what Haya does with their 2000 and GMK. They're 91 because of how smooth and details it looks. Yeah, I try not to comment on figures that I don't own and I don't plan on owning. You know, so like they revealed Scar King. I just found it a little odd that the Scar King looks suspiciously like the MonsterArts engineering wise. Like it looks like neither the Haya or the MonsterArts, at least the Haya at this point, can bend its elbows in almost at all. So it's just like it looks like they just copy and pasted it, the MonsterArts engineering, onto the Haya mold and body, and then they're gonna fix it later. But that's what they did with Evolved. So I don't like the copy and paste aspect, but you know, you gotta learn. That's how you learn to make it better too. So we'll see. I'm interested to see how their 2000 ends. Now that we ended up kind of like I predicted that we would have the MonsterArts before the Haya, even though the Haya was supposed to come out in June, I think. So you know, it's Haya being Haya. I guess, you know. Not my flavor of things, but also a lot less inexpensive and a lot more in collectors' budget ranges. So for the MonsterArts, this 600, Omar, no, I don't think she's worth 600. You should be able to get her cheaper in a few other spots. Obviously, I'm not going to recommend importing from Japan because tariffs, duties, and shipping is going to kill you on it, but you should be able to find her somewhere else for less than 600. From Japan, before tariffs and duties were active, I was able to get a brand new special color edition Biollante from Japan only for I think it was $380. Now, obviously, I wasn't able to buy it, so you know, hopefully this figure doesn't make Haya delay theirs another 4 months. I don't know. That seems to be what they do in these situations. So I don't want to say I wouldn't discount it, but we'll see. Supposedly the SDC prototype was supposed to be the final prototype, but that was already 2.5 months ago. So, or 2 months, excuse me. So, if you guys are looking for Godzilla 2000, the Megaguirus variant, 130 on BBTS, no notes. This won't come out until beginning of November. So, if you want it here, I could actually. It has logged me out of all of my sites and stuff, so we can actually like go on here. Yeah, it completely, my whole PC reset. I haven't turned it on in like a month and a half, so we can see if it's still available at HobbyLink Japan really quick. I do have to be slightly careful. They do post. Well, see, there you go. We do have some more adult collectibles, so we will try to get off this page to keep the innocent innocent. Try to keep the innocent innocent. Ooh, hey, if you guys don't have the new poster versions, they got Shin Godzilla back up. I would recommend, it might not be a bad idea to do that. They actually ended up getting a lot of the wow, they even got some of the CCPs back up too. Uh-oh. Yeah. Let's see. Ooh, there you guys go. If you guys want to import it, you can. So, it's here, available. You are gonna Ultraman Hero just uploaded the review. Just uploaded. Perfect. All right. So, well, shoot. Do you guys want to? I would offer to watch it live, but because I don't have webcam on, I feel like I would be technically stealing the video. Also, it just got uploaded, so I'll end it here shortly, and then yeah, we're not gonna watch it live. If internet was working and I had webcam, I would make a setup, but I just feel like I would be stealing views from that channel, and I really do like that channel. So everybody go check it out after the stream is done, which I'm going to end up here soon. If you guys want it from Japan, you want it now, you don't want to wait, $87.85. Shipping is going to be anywhere from $40 to $50. The tariff on this, I can actually estimate the tariff. I do have the equation. It's 15.5% of the total cost of the package. So regardless, every package has a handling fee from HLJ for $26.23, and then we have the $87.85. So it's $114.08 times the 15.5%, which is $17.68. So you have $17.68 plus the $114.08. So if you're shipping it alone, plus the $40 shipping, so this alone, to ship it from here, is probably going to be $160, $170. No. I would tell you guys flat out, no, don't do that. That's ridiculous. I have something else sitting in my warehouse. I have Ultraman Omega sitting in my warehouse, so I can justify that price a little bit more. Do not import. Maybe it's cheaper. The math might be a little off there, but yeah, it's probably going to be about $140, $150. maybe $160 to get this shipped. After you buy the item, you pay for shipping, the handling fee, and the tariff and duty is so about 100, yeah, 150, 160, $70. I don't know if it's worth importing at that point, because if BBTS eats the tariff price, you can do the $4 flat shipping and it's only 138, or it's basically 104. Well, shit, yeah, it's probably going to be about 140 even after $4, because it depends on your state's income tax. So you'll get taxed on this 130. Let me retract that statement. If you guys really, really want it and you don't want to wait, it might not be bad just to order it. And if you already have a few things sitting in your warehouse, it might be worth it. Never mind. It might actually be worth it. So, cool. Cool. Good to know. Good to know, man. Well, that is interesting to say the least. Very, very interesting. It might be worth it. Yeah, man. Sorry, I had to think about that for a little bit and just be like, I don't know. It's up to your guys' financial situations. It's probably going to still be about $20-$30 more to import it by itself. But if the figure's worth it, you really, really like it, it might be worth it. Might be. It might be. So that's all. That's really it from me. I'm really excited for Megaguirus. She's expensive. I do wish she was a little bit cheaper. For me personally, I'm probably doing the US release. I'm waiting for E Night Media to get theirs. We can check them really quick. I want to hang out with you guys a little bit. It's been so long. So let's check E Night Media out really quick, see if they've actually gotten Megaguirus added. They're normally like a week off. So, yeah, they got Destroya. Free shipping over. See, and that's where it's like free shipping over $70. So basically, like, you get Ghidorah and Destroya so cheap. Like, E-Night Media is where I've got my. How much is Orga gonna be? If I had to assume, people aren't gonna like it. $300. 300. Ultima was only $149 when it came out. So Ultima was only $149 when it initially came out. I believe it was like $149, $139, $149, somewhere in there. Because I spent, it was like $180 shipped from BBTS on release week. Because it sucked because Ultima got delayed. That was right around COVID, when the delays for Tamashii products were like hitting the hardest. And it ended up to where Ultima got delayed 4 months for the US, but Mechagodzilla 21 actually ended up getting here 2 weeks early. So I had both of them while I was 5 hours away from home, at a concert, spent a bunch of money because I was like, oh, I'm not going to have pre-orders for another week or two. And both of them came out while I was at the concert. So I had to I had to not go as crazy at my concert, and I couldn't. It ended up making me. I wasn't gonna drive home. I was gonna get a hotel for the night, and I ended up just having to drive home, because I didn't have money for a hotel. Because the original Mechagodzilla 2021 and Ultima came out on the same week, and that will always have a little special place in my heart. when I think about unboxings. I wish I had that unboxing, but that was done in the Facebook Collect All Monster Collectors group. And Facebook incited a rule where if you didn't save any videos that were, I think it was over 6 months or like a year old, just this year it deleted basically all of them. So I can't even go back to Facebook and like save those live streams anymore. They are supposedly gone, which is really disappointing. But if you want my recommendation where to pre-order Megaguirus US wise eMedia Night, you can see here they're doing discounts off of the US retail. You know, they're not the Japanese prices, but like you get Ghidorah for $267, that's really good. $218 for Destroya. They still have Destroya up. We can check Amazon really quick. See how Amazon's doing. Ice Card Kings looks 10 times better in my opinion. Hey, you know, they used with what they had, and you know, it's definitely more accurate. There's no denying that the Haya is more accurate. No debate. But it looks like it's a carbon copy of the MonsterArts, and that's kind of where I have issues. So yeah, 300 from Amazon, 244. They might not even have Godzilla 2000. They do have Legion up though. They do have Legion. They do have Legion. She's been taken off of their site for a while. Oh, I'm not logged in, so I can't pre-order. That's scary because Entertainment Earth. Huh. We'll see. We'll see. Did it freeze? Right here? Oh, yep. Oh. I might have too much going on right now. 159, 244. There we go. Yeah, that freeze was bad. That was a bad freeze. But they do have Legion for pre-order. So if you wanna pre-order Legion, I actually have it at Entertainment Earth, but I might cancel now that it's back up for 15. That's a lot less. But I don't know what their tariff policy is, so it says pre-order price guaranteed. So we'll see. I'll probably get. God, I don't want to. We'll see. But they don't have Megaguirus up right now, and they don't have Godzilla 2000 up either. Is basically what I was trying to show you guys. They don't have 2000 up. So I don't know if Godzilla 2000 is going to get a new listing at another date, or what's going on here. Yeah, it's not even listed. So I don't know where Godzilla 2000 is, and it doesn't look like they have Megaguirus either. So not that I'm recommending Amazon. Amazon's basically a last ditch effort, in my opinion. You know, try to support the under guys. Let's see. Actually, does Beast of the East have Megaguirus up yet? Let's see. Let's look at the places that you should be pre-ordering your Megaguirus from. How about that? Beast of the East collectibles. These are my go-to. I'm going to be getting hopefully a few things from them once I get this second job all handled. Man, my internet is eating butts right now. It is slow. It is slow. Either the mic is not good or it just freezes. Am I still got audio. I'm supposed to still have audio. Huh. Yeah, they don't have Megaguirus either. Yeah, 'cause now I'm not getting any audio. Just a second, guys. I'm gonna refresh my page now. Because it still says it's... That's weird. Very strange. Oh, there we go. There you go. Probably make your own ultimate beam. Yeah. Definitely probably could, yeah. There we go. There we go. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. With Ultima, there was different options. There's custom ones, 3D printed ones out now. That's kind of the good thing about having a community that's so passionate about having accurate monster arts, is they end up, they're adding extra pieces, so if people want to buy extra more accurate pieces, they can. Otherwise, they also do a lot of beam effects and buildings, and that helps fill in the gaps, I feel like, for a lot of collectors, specifically someone even like me. So I'm very pleased with it. Let's not end the stream on Legion. Off-brand. Yeah. Yep. Third party off-brand. Yeah. It's pretty nice, because Tawashi doesn't give us any building sets anymore. Hopefully they will, but who knows. But I think that's about it from me, guys. That actually ended up being almost an hour. A lot longer than I thought I was going to go. So yeah, I mean, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight on a little bit short notice. Like I said, I should be able to do this every now and then. I don't know how often. Supposedly I blew through my ultra fast hotspot data already in 30 minutes on stream, but I've also just been kind of sitting on my internet on my PC for the last few hours, so maybe I just really have to make sure that I'm turning it on and turning it off when I'm not using it to savor it. But also, if I'm going to be uploading, that's also a lot of data speed. So not that I'm going to promise fully edited views again, but I'm seeing a light at the end of the tunnel, basically. So to get back to where we should be. So I'm pretty excited. Thank you all for watching tonight. Omar, KD, Sharktopus, Slave, thank you guys so much for coming in, hanging out for the last hour. Eric, thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Hopefully this was an enjoyable live stream. A little bit return to form, a little goofy with transmission issues. Yeah, with internet issues and stream videos. So, but I'm glad to be back. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you guys in the next video. Maybe next week we'll have something. All right. Take care. Oh, remember, Shintober starts next week as well, so there'll definitely be some sort of video releasing next week. Bye, everyone. Take care.